All right, hello everybody. We're gonna try this again. My husband had his TV and music like all super loud. Um, anyway, I have here my garden journal. It's all finished. Ta-da! It's got a beautiful lace spine. It has all these like vintage laces on it, and I use this sunflower and bird fabric for the cover. And it's got a little label here to write um, your name or whatever you want. And it's got a beautiful yellow sari silk tie. And this one is listed in my Etsy. So the link will be in the description below. On the first cover, on the first page cover, we have a beautiful little flower and a library card here. And then this is our first page, and it flips out. Um, it'll flip out twice. But so here's what's in the first little pocket. This beautiful little planner page, right, that says May on it, and for writing or whatever. And that goes in there like that. And then it opens like this, and we have journaling space here, right? Just these kind of tag, coffee dyed pieces for writing or lists or whatever. And there's two of them. There's one in this one, and there's one in this one. And then it opens again, and we have two little tags. Ta-da! For journaling. And then it opens again, and we have another tag that has like butterflies on it and stuff. And then there's another little pocket here. See here, for whatever you like. So, for example, this tag could easily go into this pocket like this. Ta-da! And then here we have a place for notes. On our next page, we have this beautiful little bird paperclip. He's so cute. And we have this little trifold that ties with a twine. And it's got this gorgeous, made out of this gorgeous book page. And it opens like this. And you have three tags. You've got a little one that has a bird. And you have another one that has a little wood mouse. See, it's backed in coffee dyed paper with this gorgeous book page. And then you have this little bird, right? And he's looking over at the wood mouse, wondering what he's doing. And then in the back, we have the water vole. Ta-da! And he's all wet. He just got out of the little river there, or the pond. So there we go. There's that. And so that is this page. Let me just stick this right here so we don't lose it. Our little bird paper clip, which is darling. On this page, we have our accordion pockets, right? And in the first one, we have like some vellum pieces. The second pocket, we've got some washi stickers. In the third pocket, we have these little snippets that have flowers and little plants. And they talk about what they are and where they are in the country. See, and there's one on each side. And those go in there. And then in the fourth pocket, we have two little tearaway notebooks. This one has a variety of different papers. See, ta-da! And then this one has just coffee dyed paper for like notes or lists or whatever. And we have this little label here, so you can like write whatever you want. And then on the next page, we have this little greeting card. And it talks all about the raspberry. And you flip it open, and there's all this space to write or put pictures. On this page, we have a beautiful collage with Edith Holden and this stacked envelope made out of botanical book pages. And inside, we have goodies such as some lace and some washi stickers. And it's held together with this cute little rose paper clip there. On this page, we have two tearaway notebooks that are attached to the page for lists or whatever. There we go. And then we have this is more like just a cluster, right, of beautiful botanicals. And then we have a bunch of journaling space here because I love to add a bunch of journaling space for writing. And then on this page, we have a vertical parsley pocket with a beautiful journal card with a little charm backed on a coffee dyed paper there. And then on this page, we have this little file folder stacked pocket. It has our seed packets in there, and these are empty because, you know, you could put seeds in them or whatever you want, little pictures or whatever. They each have their own little fairy. And so they go on here, and then the background is done in Edith Holden. Here we have a big lace pocket, and in there we have this cute little journaling card, right, that is also acts as a pocket. And we have a little washi sticker and this cute little Edith Holden snippet, right, of this beautiful flower and the bee. And so those go into this little pocket here, which then go into this pocket, the big lace pocket. And then on this side, we have a bunch of little flips to write stuff or put whatever you want. Just cute little flips with, you know, stuff you'd see in a garden, bees and a rabbit and a bird and butterflies and such. And then we come to our next little chunk of journaling space, right? Lots of journaling pages. Here we have this altered paperclip, and we have a notebook made out of botanical. There's the inside cover, and it's got just a bunch of pages, blank pages for writing, done in coffee dyed paper. Goes up there. And then we have on the other side another notebook, right? Which is basically the same thing. A bunch of coffee dyed paper with a stencil like inside the cover. That goes up in there like that. Here we have our G for garden, and it opens up to reveal a bunch of journaling space. See, ta-da! And then we have another one that's removable, an A, and it also opens up to reveal a bunch of journaling space. So there is little secret hidden journaling there. On this side, we have these little flip ups. Ta-da! This flips down like that for journaling. And then this one is the same, right? It flips up and then it flips down, and you have all this journaling space. Here we have another little altered paper clip, a little one, and it reveals a little hidden pocket with this little journaling card done in Edith Holden, and this little project, right? This is like a little, it's got one little journaling card here. You flip it up, it's got a little belly band there with another little journaling card. And then we have this little tuck. It's got this cute little one here, so cute. Right, just a little journaling bit or piece of ephemera. And then in the bottom part is a whole little notebook. And so we've got a little notebook with little scraps of paper and a bunch of blank coffee dyed papers. So there we go. There is that little piece. And that gets all tucked up into this altered paper clip here like that. And then on this page, we have a big journaling card or tag, a tag or a journaling card. It's a long one. It's backed in coffee dyed paper. It's got some Edith Holden, some stamping, some various papers. Here's another piece of Edith Holden. This is a whole quote like poem, To a Mouse by Robert Burns. Backed on a coffee dyed paper that's been stenciled, and we have like a pretty dragonfly and a butterfly and some stenciling on that page. So those go up in there like that. Here we have on our second signature our stacked circle pockets, and each little pocket holds a little tag, each going up in size as you move up, each with a flower and a little word. This one is moments. Oh, and then it also reveals this, which opens up like that. Ta-da! You could put some secret little hidden writing there. So let's see, we have moments, and we have treasure, and we have joy, and we've got play, because who doesn't love to play in their garden? Those who have a garden and who like to garden. Here is the door to the secret garden, backed on a coffee dyed music paper. And inside we have just a nice little, a simple little journaling card, right? And it goes, that's kind of the garden behind the door. Here on this page, we have this little flip out. He's got a little mouse. This rue anemone is what you see here on the image here. We've got a green doily and a place to put a list or some journaling. And here we've got a little journaling card, some ladies gossiping in the garden. We have this pocket, which also has like a bird nest, and then there's another journaling card in the very top, right, with a little fairy and stuff. So there we go. There's that page. Here we have a belly band that's been stamped on a background of some like washi tape and stuff. And this is just a whole page that comes out of a nice vintage Blake botanical book. It's got the smooth sow thistle, this whole middle piece, yellow flowered daisies, and nipplewort, which I loved. I thought was super funny. So we put that in there because it's cute. And it just fits perfectly in our belly band there. We have a lot of more journaling space, blank journaling space, just coffee dyed paper to write in. We have our ribbon, you know, for winning the bee place in your garden, right? Here behind it, we've got this little journaling card, right? It opens up to reveal more journaling space. It's got this cute little tab and these pretty flowers and a green ribbon. It goes in this little pocket down there with the birds on it. On the next page, we have an oregano. It flips up to reveal some beautiful journaling space and a whole recipe, right, for jewel mix cocktail, which takes nasturtium leaves and jalapeno peppers and just tequila and stuff. It's like an actual recipe, like you can make stuff out of your garden with. So I thought that was fun to put in there. Here we have an Edith Holden kind of collage paper with some journaling. Here we have this little cluster, which is super cute. It's got like a little charm that says live your dream, and this little pocket that has a little notebook in it, right? It's got various different sizes of coffee dyed paper. So great for, again, for lists or notes. And then we have our second or our last section of blank journaling space here, like that. Here we have this little altered paper clip. It holds this little cluster of fun little cards. This one says grow. This one has like a little place to put like a list or whatever you want. And another one that like has a little bit more space to write. And this one has even more, a little bit space to write. And then we've got this. This is another journaling card. It's got lavender. And then on the back, it's got a recipe for lavender, right? Just a little sweet sleep herbal sachet. But it says, right, if you have a cat, lavender and lemon are toxic for cats. So if you make it, keep it away from your cat, which is a nice little tidbit to know. I actually did not know that lavender was toxic to cats. So that's a good thing to know if you're a gardener. We have the background is this beautiful botanical page, this vintage botanical page, just absolutely gorgeous. So there's that page. On this page, we have a notebook made out of that same kind of paper we used to back the last page with. And it's got a full, you know, botanical on the inside and these beautiful images on the front. And it's just another blank notebook. So lots of writing in this journal. You could do lots of writing all about your garden or gardens you've been to or whatever. Here we have a pocket. We have a another little one of these little tearaway notebooks that have different kind of papers in them, which is fun. And this journaling card, right? Seedsman, price and read. And it's just backed on a paper for journaling. We have the next and last page, which is our cute little belly band with the coin envelope. Inside, we have this little journaling card that says Thrive. And so there's that. It's got a little flower on there. And this is this notebook with pretty butterflies and stuff. It's got a pocket on the inside, which houses these pretty offcuts of these beautiful papers, right? Of like a garden or whatever. Beautiful backs to write on or do whatever with. And this notebook, instead of coffee dyed paper, is all done in these like cream letterhead papers that have the vines, which I loved. And so I wanted to incorporate them here. So there we go. This beautiful little notebook with kind of different kind of paper in it. And that is it. That is the last page in our journal. Here we have some birds, right? So there we go. The end of the journal. I'm gonna have to, come through and retie all this stuff, but that's okay. So yay, it's for sale in the shop now on my Etsy. It will, there will be a link in the description. I had tons of fun making this one. I think it came out really pretty and practical, right? So, I mean, I would use it even for my gardening purposes, right? What did I plant this year? Or what do I plan to plant? What are different things I've seen? So yeah, but even room to put pictures and all kinds of stuff in. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.